Hello, it's Mystified Max back again. I'm here in my wood shop. And whoa there, did I say wood shop? I actually did say wood shop. I do more things than actually do magic and playing with music and all that stuff. But I have a wood shop up here, and I'm right now just walking by my tools to my wood box. It's filled with all these different sizes of wood and a dilapidated old pallet that I tore apart in my last project. To prove that I actually do build things out of wood, here's an old birdhouse that I built. It was my very first project. I'll just put it up here on a table saw so that you can take a good look at it. There. Isn't she a beauty? And then, it took quite a while. Even the dowel stuck in there in the hole for the bird to go into are proportioned to each other. So, then, up here is a marble roll that I'm building. It's still not finished, all the wood part is. But then, as you see, it goes down here. The marble is supposed to roll down here. Then, oh man, the lighting is terrible. It goes down. Come on, can I do this any better? Into the little hole in the bottom of this funnel-like thing. I don't even know what it is anymore. It's just something modified, I can say that. And then down a hose that's connected to that. And that's basically what I finished of it. But that's not what this video is supposed to be about. I'm not supposed to be blabbing about all my former projects. I'm supposed to be teaching you how to use this. Ta-da! The chopsaw. What is a chopsaw? A chopsaw is a saw that chops, basically. That's all I can say about it. It's a saw that is meant for cutting wood to set lengths. As you see, it's got this little gauge down here that you can measure out how much wood you want to take off. So here I'm gonna go over to my wood box, take out, let's say, now that's too short. This is all connected to each other. Blasted botheration. So this is a good piece of wood. Good piece of wood right here. This is probably around 1.5 feet, 2 feet. I'm going to take off 9 inches of this piece of wood. As you can see, I just lined it up with the 9-inch mark on this little gauge right here. Just line it up with the 9-inch gauge. Then there's this clamp over here that if I just clamp it, I just twist it until it comes in contact with the wood and tighten. Then the wood is held in place while I cut. The wood is now ready to cut. Now in order to cut, all you need to do is make sure that the saw is pulled out all the way. Because as you know, it slides back and forth. As you can see here. And then it can come down too. When it comes down, the blade guard moves so that the blade is exposed. Now, when the blade guard is exposed, there is a danger zone right underneath the saw. Technically, where the wood is always a danger zone, so you never really want to put your hands there. So, how about we just show how the saw works and cut the wood right now? I'm going to do that. And as you saw, there was also a little laser that cut or showed a little line there on where the saw was going to cut. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? So as you can see, 9 inches of the wood have been cut off. Let's measure that. I forgot a tape measure, but from here, from the center of the hole or crack in the saw is 1 inch, and it's to there is 9 inches. So we're gonna pull this piece of wood out. And measure it from the center of the saw to there. It's 9 inches. We just cut a 9-inch piece of wood. But that's not all that saw can do. It can also rotate the table back and forth because there's this little lever back down here that if you pull up on it, you can tilt the saw, rotate it, and cut different angles because of the way the saw comes down. Because the wood is held straight against the wall, but this blade comes down at an angle, so the wood is cut at an angle. So I'm going to cut this wood at an angle right now, just to prove the physics of this. So here we go. Here's this wood getting cut. See, there you go. There's actually a 30-degree angle, because I set the saw on a 30 degrees. And yet, there is even more about this than you might think. There's a control on it. I think it's this knob back here, that if you turn it, the saw will be able to go sideways. And when it goes sideways, you can cut wood at both an angle and at, come on, I don't even know what I'm doing, but because I've never cut wood like this before. So I'm just a noob at this. There. So if you set it like that, you need to pull the, come on, I don't think I should be doing this right now, but because I don't know if you noticed that, but you see this little notch right here? That's from the blade coming down and hitting the fence like that. So it's a bad idea to cut without moving the fence back a little ways. And I don't really know how to move the fence back. I believe it has something to do with these little knobs back here. Bingo. I just figured that one out pretty fast. So now you could cut at both an angle I could cut it in both an angle and what do you call it? Well, whatever you call it. forget it. But so I'm gonna try that. So here's this cut. Now, whoever saw a cut like that? That's one of the weirdest cuts I've ever seen in my life. It kind of makes the wood stand up like that. Weird. But now, in order to set the saw back to normal, all you need to do is turn it back to like that after holding the knob down. And then I think I'm actually going to set that fence up like that too. And then you need to hold the saw so it doesn't fall over when you loosen this knob down here. And then set it back to vertical. And you're all set to go. Bless me for another cut that's vertical. And the vertical cut finishes off this session. Here we go, the last cut for the session. There we go. Isn't that a weird cut, though? The vertical cut versus such a weird cut. Man, I never knew you could make a cut like that with a chop saw. But that's it for this tool. The next tool that you'll learn how to use from me will probably be table saw. So in order to do that, we'll have to you can just subscribe to my channel and like, and I'll be putting more videos out like this one soon. I hope you like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Thanks.